So you can't go wrong with peanut butter cookies, especially if you add Reese's peanut butter cups in them. So this is my Reese's peanut butter cookies. It's my recipe. I'm excited to share it with y'all. Okay, let's get started. So I've taken 2 sticks of butter and I like to get it room temperature, and then I beat it on high until it turns like a lighter shade of yellow. It kind of aerates it and it helps it mix a little better. Okay, so I'm gonna add in a cup of peanut butter. Okay. I'm gonna add in a cup of brown sugar, a cup of white sugar. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get that mixed up. So if you get your butter room temperature, it just really helps everything incorporate better. And I think it helps the sugar incorporate, and then it helps everything blend together easier. And make sure you get your butter room temperature, otherwise you'll have clumps of butter in your batter, and I only know that because I've done it. Okay, so now we're gonna add in a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, and then 2 eggs. And anytime I bake, I like to beat my eggs before I add them in. I just think it helps incorporate them a little better. Okay, let's get that mixed up. So I'm just gonna let that hang out and mix a little bit. Well, let me mix it, so that way y'all can hear me talking. So about this stage, I like to go around the sides of the bowl, make sure that I've got everything off the sides, which it looks like it's pretty well mixed. Okay, now for the dry ingredients. So we have 2½ cups of sugar. We're gonna add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon and a half of baking soda. Okay, and then I like to mix that first before I add it in. So I don't ever just add in like a teaspoon of salt or a teaspoon of, you know, any of my leveling, because I want to make sure that it's mixed good. Okay, and then I'm just going to add this in slow batches. I'm sorry, in small batches. Just until it's mixed. You can really smell that peanut butter. It smells so good. Almost done. Okay. Okay, and that's pretty mixed. So let me show you. Now at this point, this is just a really great peanut butter cookie recipe. So I'm gonna show you how I do that real quick before we add in the good stuff. Okay, so I like to take, oh, hold on, let me wipe my hands. So I like to take about a 1-inch ball or so, okay? You're gonna put it on the cookie sheet. And then you're gonna wet your fork and then dip it in sugar. And then you just crisscross. So every time you crisscross on the peanut butter cookie, you dip your fork in sugar. And I just really love that. Let me show y'all what that looks like. There's just something about that that makes me really happy. Okay, so at this point, this would just be a great peanut butter cookie recipe. So now we're gonna move forward with the good stuff. Let me pause this. Okay, so now at this point, we're gonna add in a cup of Reese's peanut butter chips. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in first. So really, we're incorporating that. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna add 1 16-ounce bag or 2 cups of peanut butter, the little mini unwrapped peanut butter. They're really great to bake with. And I like to put them in any of like my holiday candies whenever I'm baking it. So really, you're not gonna wanna mix this a lot, just enough to get it incorporated. Otherwise, you'll tear your Reese's peanut butter cups up. Okay, so then you're just gonna I'm gonna take this in 1-inch balls. Now, if you're not sure about that, you can use like an ice cream scoop, but I just do it in balls myself. So I'm gonna get all these rolled out in balls, about 1-inch balls. I'm gonna bake it at 350 for 12 minutes. Okay, so they are done and they turned out just perfect. So I cooked them at 350 for exactly 12 minutes. And then let me show you this. This is the peanut butter cookie I made. Okay, and it's just the right texture. And this recipe, it has the right amount of salt, right amount of peanut butter in it. It took me a while to find a good peanut butter cookie recipe. So this is delicious. Okay, and then the Reese's peanut butter cookies. Let me just show y'all that. See all the goodness inside of that? They are so delicious. I can't wait for you to try them. It's just the perfect cookie to make this time of the year. So this is my recipe. I'm so excited for you to try it. Let me know how you love it in the comments.